Alright guys, here we are in segment 2. Chat room's now open. We're going to play highlights of the audio highlights courtesy of ESPN of Virginia Tech's win against Carolina and our win against Georgia Tech last week. So without further ado, here is the Virginia audio highlights courtesy of ESPN of Virginia Tech's win over North Carolina, their 8th in a row.
Number 20, Virginia Tech and North Carolina. The Hokies have won 7 straight after losing their first 2 games this season. First quarter.
See, Carolina's pretty effective here.
Over the top, and the Tar Heels take a 7-0 lead. Second quarter, first down and 10. TJ Yates under center. He'll find Ed Barham. 9-yard hookup. The significance here, Yates sets a school record with 700.
And the thing is, we have to get our tight end involved in this game. Ford and Cleveland will have to be critical in this game.
Taylor out of the gun. He's got plenty of time.
You can't give Taylor time like that. We cannot give Tyrod Taylor that much time. Fine, I'll take my chances with that, but our secondary is going to have to come up big in this game.
Now it's 19-10 Va Tech, 3rd and 7. Taylor under pressure.
See, Carolina does everything right on that play, but we have to stay with our man. We cannot get off our man. You know, that if we're going to blitz like that, we're going to have to make sure we have someone going against one of their receivers and their tight end. So that's going to be a very important part in this game, that we make Tyrod Taylor one-dimensional and make him have to beat us. Make him have to beat us with his arm instead of his legs. Here's our highlights of our win against Georgia Tech last week.
Miami taking on Georgia Tech. The Hurricanes did not have Ja'Cory Harris. They're starting.
We didn't need him in this game.
Still dealing with a concussion.
And we're going to have to get Damian Berry involved in this game early and often.
With that 5-yard run, it caps a 9-play.
This was the big play right here last week. Hank.
Corey Harris, but they do have Stephen Morris, who finds Leonard Hankerson.
And Virginia Tech is going to double Hankerson like they did with Carolina's better receiver last week. That means our receivers are going to have to step up in this game.
Play opens up a 21-10 lead for the Hurricanes, and you know Ja'Cory Harris is loving that on the sidelines. Later in the third quarter now, first down and goal for Miami. Handoff goes to Mike James. He goes right up the gut. Hurricanes 7-3. They are home for Virginia Tech next week.
And the thing we have to do in this game is we have to get our wide receivers involved, because you know they're going to double Hank. You know they're going to do that. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make sure that Bird gets involved, we get AJ involved, we get Benjamin involved. All our other receivers are going to have to step up in this ball game. They're going to have to step up their game, because you know Virginia Tech's going to try to take away Hank. They're going to throw a lot of different looks at Morris. So Steven's going to have to manage the game, get the running game going. You know they're going to try to crowd the box. They try to do that. Can we get our tight end involved? Chase Ford. Can we get Asante Cleveland involved somehow? Get the tight end in the offense. You know, let's not just look at the wide receivers. I mean, if there was ever a game to get the tight end involved, this is the game to do it. This is definitely the game we have to do it. So here's what I'm going to do here. Let me see if I have something from Frank Beamer on his post-game presser this week. On his pre-game presser previewing this game, if I could find it. If I can't do that, I could probably definitely do that in the next segment. But let me see if I find something on Frank Beamer. Let me see if I get something on Hokiesports.com. Let me see. I think I have something there. Yeah, here we go. Let me see if I have something on Frank Beamer this week. Let me see if I have something on Frank Beamer's presser this week. If I have it, I can get that done there. So let me see if I have Frank Beamer somewhere. I don't have anything on that. Let me see if I have anything from Frank Beamer. I may try to do that in the next segment. Let me see. I may try to get something on Frank Beamer here. I don't know if I have it, guys. If I do, I'll play it in the next segment. In the next segment for sure. So let me see if I can look at that. Let me see. Roanoke team. I'm gonna see what I can find here, guys. Again, I'm going to play the highlights of the Carolina game. This is from local television up in Roanoke, in the Blacksburg area.
Virginia Tech has rolled off 8 straight wins for the first time since 2005. Several of those wins have been provided via the comeback. The latest win this week.
And you know one thing we're going to have to do? We're going to have to stay on them for 4 quarters because this team will bring the lunch pail down.
North Carolina quarterback T.J. Yates was shell-shocked. Coming into the game against the Hokies, he had only thrown 4 picks all season. He threw
and Stephen Morris cannot throw picks in this game. We cannot turn it over.
We do want to win too, and that's what we want to do because after we lost the James Madison game, we said we're not going to lose again, and that's what we're going to strive for. We're not going to be complacent. We're going to keep working hard because anything can happen.
And you know the thing, and let me tell you this. The thing about them is this team will throw different looks at Morris. We're going to have to give Morris time, and we're going to have to get other receivers involved because what Carolina just focused on going to their best receiver, and that fell right into their hands. In this game, we have got to get other receivers involved. Like I said, Bird, Benjamin, AJ, the tight end Ford, Cleveland. I mean, we've got to get other guys involved. We have to get the running backs involved. James, Miller, Berry, Coop. That's the thing we have to do. We have to get those guys involved in the offense. We cannot be focusing on just going to one receiver, Hank, because they're going to try. Like I said, they're going to try to double Hank in this game. They're going to try to do that. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to give Morris time, and we have got to get the offense going and stop Virginia Tech's running game. That's going to be, and field position, of course. Whenever you face a Frank Beamer team, field position is going to be crucial, and I mean crucial. So let me do this. Let me see if I find something from Frank Beamer, and I'll play it in segment 3, and I'll play Randy Shannon from yesterday. So let me do that in segment 3.